Okay, I guess this is like vlogging. I'm gonna look a bit weird with people. My idea is basically I want to be in a sort of discreet location, but not too open. I mean, this is an open area, but what my idea is, like, if anyone saw my last post of the behind the scenes stuff of the Remembrance, my idea is, if you're a Doctor Who fan, it's sort of remembrance of the Daleks, so Daleks blowing up Daleks, and Day of the Daleks. So I'm thinking about getting people dressed up in Ogron costumes, basically slaves. Hello. Basically slaves to the Daleks that look a bit like apes. But yeah, that's another idea. Just walking right now, just trying to look around for any good locations. The thing with this as well, with the white Dalek, we would have trouble because I'm sat inside, whereas the new Daleks, they'll be able to go across this type of terrain because we're standing up. So we're going to have blue, red, and a special gold Dalek. Still coming to me and everything, but that's what my ideas are at the minute. As I'm currently just on a walk right now, so I've got loads of ideas. I'm going to have my friend Mark next week, or sometime next week, other week, go on a walk with him for an idea, so he can take me to location places for the ideas, where to blow up the Daleks, so we're not getting too much attraction. That's a good street, actually. That would actually be a bit alright. I think that's an alright one. There are people looking. But over there, I think that might be a good idea. Somewhere, like I say, we can go on the grass. I've yet to try one, but I know it's going to work because we're just standing up. But yeah, if we have Daleks going across here, about 8 of them, and coming across the other Daleks, like I say, it's nothing set in stone. I haven't started on the script right yet, but the ideas I'm jotting down on paper. For this is next year, but I want to definitely have it so it's set and we have an idea. And we're now coming onto the path, so it's an alright terrain for it. But down there is a good place. So we've got a long street here. But yeah, don't want to cut off the video because we'll just keep walking anyway. There's this junction here, that's a good one. I know that. And then we're coming around the corner. Another good street here for the filming. And then the new bridge. My idea as well, I forgot to mention, if we can't do the blowing up over that side, I think my idea is the new bridge, if we can get away with that for an idea. Of course, I don't know how that's going to work. Of course, because we don't want bits falling into the river. That's another idea. Just want a discreet location, but not too quiet, because I do want people seeing and everything. Anything like the backs might work. I don't know about that. Like I say, like in Remembrance, they had them in the backs on cobbles to keep, people away. Don't know how long this video is getting. Oh, it's only 4 minutes. That looks like a good place. That's just the road's a bit too rough here for it. And of course we don't want to have too many cars in shot because of rent plates. And of course, if there's building work like that over there, we don't want that getting in the way with noise pollution. And also, like I say, we don't want terrain like this for the Daleks to be rattling on. That's a smooth area for them. Somewhere like this, but it's a bit too open for people to see them. But this is where I'm on about, right here. And I forgot, I need to hold it sideways. What am I doing? So we're doing it maybe here. This is a main road again, so we can't do that. But something like this. And this is where else they did. The camera club, some people, I think it was, who were it now? I remember your name, I'm so sorry if I've forgotten. And they brought a car here, I know that. Troy also did his trailer right here a few years ago. and this would be another great place for the TARDIS, because then it would get people seeing it. And now we're coming onto the bridge. Another thing, I don't think I'm gonna have to talk a bit louder. This shouldn't be a problem because the wheels are going to be massive, so they shouldn't get stuck in between. But the thing with this, we've got the noise of the river, so I don't know. Of course, we can dub it in after. I'm sure Troy would be able to do that, because I would like to have him here, you know, in the middle of the day. Something like a quiet day, like if a cast match were on, so not many people coming. But my idea is Daleks coming this way, Daleks coming the other way. A bit like, well, Troy's going to know, a bit like the recent New Day special, where they had the Black Daleks and the Bronze Daleks fight on a bridge. That's another idea, with them blowing up, but you know, you can't stop people from, you know, walking on a bridge. But yeah, that's another idea, I think. But that's the thing. Here would be a good place. And then we have the Queen's Mill. I used to have a Dalek right in that window right there. Don't know if I can get to it. Got it? Right in that window. I used to have my white Dalek right there back in 2017. And I did that was where I did my bricklaying course, but they took it all down now. But yeah, brings back memories. So I think if we carry on this way, this bit would be a good place for the TARDIS and the Daleks to come into play, because of the floor. TARDIS about there, I think, because of it being exactly in the corner. So I think somewhere about here for it would work. And then the Daleks coming into shot this way, up the ramp. Like I say, we don't want it to be too open and everything like that. Another idea over there, could have the Daleks going across the bridge, something like that. Make sure not to get people in camera. That's another idea over there. That's it. And I'll have to just wait at the cross light. I feel a bit like Charlie Beach at the minute, just in public, videoing. Where are we going? So yeah, I think it might work. My parents have gone up ahead. Yeah. So anyway, it might work. I'm just keeping the camera rolling because we don't want I don't want to keep editing all this. Yeah. Another great street. But like I say, don't want the cars getting in the way. And I'm going to have to catch up with them. And the video's getting to, well, it's not that bad, about 10 minutes. Oh, another idea. Literally, I can build, I've had an idea, don't know if it would work, but I know it would work. It would just take a bit of patience. If we've got some steps like that, let me just zoom in. I think I could build a jig. The camera would be on the other side, as if it was coming this way. And the idea would be, we could build a sort of a ramp with an elevating board. We push it, and we have a Dalek on top, and we can make it look like the Dalek's coming up the stairs. And that's what they did in Remembrance. So that's another idea. I know that's a bit of a, what's the word? An exciting thing, because I haven't said about that. I want to make a Dalek go up some stairs. And of course no one could be in it because it would be way too heavy if someone was inside. But to make it work, tie some fishing line so it's hardly visible like they did, and just tie it on the eye stalk, pull it to the side, and it makes it look like the Dalek's looking around. That's another thing. So that's a tip and trick I've learned from Finney. Battery's getting dead again. One reason why I hate iPhones. And this is another great street. So yeah, just get, and if you hear any people shout, it's because, you know, we're in the centre of Cass. This is another area I'd love to, but it's way too busy. So it would be a good idea to have it. found out what happened to that shop, just like what happened to the underground bit. Apparently it was one guy and he just went around wrecking stuff. They found who it was, for anyone who's interested. I don't know his name personally, but that's an idea. Not an idea. That's what happened anyway. So that's another thing. Like I say, I'll keep the camera to the floor, people in the area. But yeah, this would be another good location for him. I know that. Something like that. Because this is all sort of cobbled at the minute, all this stuff. So I know the Daleks would work. You know, we've got ramps over there, which would look nice for him to go up. But that idea, I really like the idea of the Dalek going up the stairs, and it can be worked. It would just take a few people to do it. Yeah, I'm running out of things to say. We'll get into another location if the phone don't die that I've got a massive idea for I think this is location 5, I think, for what I think. I keep getting my mum and stepdad in shot, but anyway. I'm trying to think of things that I can come up with. Is this what it's like to be a vlogger, I wonder? Of course they would have better equipment. I'm literally holding an iPhone in my hands and I'm out of breath every time. But I'm enjoying it. That is until someone gives me shade for it. The old police station. So this is the other location I was thinking of. This has a large, wide area. So this would be good for because it's quiet now. Be another good place, discreet location for the TARDIS over there, if that would work, because it's then quiet and out of place. The bridge, if we can blow up the Daleks over there, might work, like in Remembrance. Could have Daleks coming that way, Daleks that way, of course, behind. And someone can get cornered in here with the 3 Daleks approaching them, like when Ace gets cornered by 3 Imperials. So that's main exit, and the other one behind us. So that's another idea for it. And then we're coming to the tunnel. I am in shape, I will be honest, but I'm just all over the place when I'm trying to walk and talk. It's not really a thing for me. Another location here. So where the red ones would come this way, the blue ones behind me. And that's when they get confronted by each other. Again, smooth terrain for it to all work on. And then this was where Andrew said to me that this area would be a good location. All this here, because of it being all open, we could have, the only way to make it, what's the word? Realistic. Well, if you've got Daleks over that way and then Daleks behind me, they're going to take forever to get towards each other. So the idea is one set of Daleks comes into shot and then the other Daleks get teleported or something like that. And then that's how they have the confrontation right here. I know I've been talking quite a bit. And then the TARDIS could be right over there. That would be a good location for the TARDIS. Discreet, again, hidden behind a wall. Don't want it being slap bang in the middle of everything. But yeah, that's roughly. Of course we can't work on that, because that's too... Unless we had a dolly track for the Daleks to go across, but there's no point, we've got them on big wheels, so there's that. It's still a good location though, for if we needed the other idea of having people dressed up in army gear with sandbags and the Daleks blowing that up. I wouldn't mind being a stunt person, I really wouldn't, as I've not broken a bone or anything, ever. So my idea of having the, because what happened in the story was, they called in tipping, and he had a wire winch to the back of his, what's the word, to the back of his rucksack, and they basically pulled him back into corrugated iron as if he had been shot, and then he'd fallen into it. Barry's nearly getting there. But yeah, that's that's the idea. So, and the way they did it with the jumping over something, literally had a trampoline right behind the sandbag, so when the Daleks fired forwards, Tipping would jump on the trampoline and fall forward onto a mat, which would be out of shot. So I don't mind that. I'd love to do something like that, like all these ideas. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving what we're doing right now, but of course next year with the bigger props, getting the team a bit more organised, you know, so then we know people are definitely on board with this. And of course I'm going to be paying people hopefully when I'm making an income through what I'm doing. Other great streets, definitely here. I did come up here twice, in 2 white Daleks, but the thing is, like I say, the reason why I'm doing the new ones, I'm sick of sitting inside them and my legs getting burnt out by this type of floor. So standing up straight up inside one, which is very uncommon, as my friends have said, Dalek friends that is. I think they've done it once, but I'm not 100% sure. I think people stand up in the paradigms, which makes sense because of how big they are. But that's the idea, it makes it easier on walking. It's getting dark now. But yeah, I think we're just getting to the house now. And here we were when we were doing the photography shoot. But yeah, we're back now. I'm back home. But yeah, I'll leave it here. See what you all think. I'm sure some people are going to enjoy my little walk. Might do it more often. But yeah, I'll see you all soon.